My name is Auf Al Aufi. I'm from the Sultanate of Oman. I'm a father of five, a husband, and the founder of Kevlar International Properties. Alhamdulillah. And I have a degree in marketing. I've been in Dubai for quite a while now, from 2009. The idea was just to come to Dubai just to test the water, as they say. But as I got here, I fell in love with the city, and the rest is history. I've been fortunate to get to start a few businesses in Dubai. During my tenure as well, when I was working in the corporate world, I was always fascinated to have something on the side, just to keep me challenged and so on. What got me into real estate, I think around 2021. I saw that there was a lot of opportunities in the real estate space, so I decided to incorporate the company, and the first quarter of 21, the company was incorporated, but I was involved in another business at that time, so I wasn't very focused in this business. However, whilst I was sort of like moving my focus from the business that I was in to this, I thought it's a good time for me to take my time. I was in no rush. I thought I'll take my time to understand what the market needed, how we would position ourselves differently. And so we officially, 1 year from then, first quarter of 22, I got this office, we fitted it out, and we started off officially in the first quarter of 22, where I started myself, and I had one admin, and we grew from there. I think when you're starting any company in the UAE or in Dubai or anywhere in the world, you're faced with quite a few challenges. I think the challenge for us was, obviously, as much as the real estate space is probably one of the best spaces to be in Dubai, and arguably Dubai is the best place to be in if you are in real estate. We had some challenges to sort of distinguish ourselves from the market. So for us, I think the first thing was which market are we targeting, how are we planning to target, and why. So those are some of the challenges that we were faced with. We also obviously had to manage our finance to make sure that we had the longevity to keep going. Obviously, that's another challenge. The third challenge obviously was talent acquisition, trying to get the right talent. Obviously, you're a new kid in the block. There is quite a few companies that have established themselves and so on. For you to be able to sort of wave your way in, it was a challenge. However, I think we immediately felt like there was a need for creating a corporate culture, which is very much a relaxed environment where your growth would depend on you learning and being agile and understanding how things work and so on. So I think we focused on quality when we started, and we thought that there was a need for pure international consultancy on real estate. So we saw that there was a niche there for catering for the international market, both at an individual level and at an institution level. So we thought that would be a good space for us. Obviously, we have good connections in the region and globally, so it was a good start for us to start from there, where we introduced ourselves, that we are there, and what services were we offered. So we offered purely investment consultancy on the off-plan, but not just all off-plan. We were very, very careful in selecting the developments that we were interested in. Obviously, we're trying to build a reputation, so we wanted to make sure that we related to these developers, and we felt that the product made sense and so on, and those are the ones that we pushed for. So that was one space. The other space was obviously the resale space, which is obviously the secondary market, but more between the off-plan and the secondary. That period, there's quite a few transactions that happened there, and we felt that that's something that we could tap into. The third space, which is a space that I'm very fond of and something that I understand, and I've been doing it for a while, the renovation space where we renovate properties. So I've been doing it for the last 10 years. I understand it very well. So we saw an opportunity where we could add value for investors that had properties and wanted to sell but were not getting the price point that they were targeting. So we would come in and guide them on how we could add value, do some alterations in the property, just do a bit of touches here and there, revisit the interior, which would add value, and we would help them sell the property. So those are the three parameters that we were focused on in the last 1 year, and moving into our second year as well. So one of the challenges in the real estate space, and probably you spoke to quite a few entrepreneurs in this space and managers and so on. It's very difficult to because this is a very intangible business. It's very service driven. You can't really touch what a real estate company is. It's all around services and around the internal customers. So I think, and also trying to put a tag on the value of a real estate company. Even some of the big names in the market, if you want to kind of put a valuation on that company, it'll be very difficult for you to put it. Unlike, for example, another company that is equally successful in, let's say, the online market, where you can say, oh, this company was valued this much. Or if you ask a venture capitalist, the venture capitalist will be able to put a number on it. I think in the real estate space, it's very, very difficult, because there is no, there is no numbers, around it, or users rather. So I think one of the things that we are trying and we're focused in doing is that we want to create tangibility around our business. So we see that there is huge scope in technology. So we are visiting on how we can leverage technology, touch on AI, see how the scalability could work on where you can have like less is more kind of on the employee side of things. So if you could have 30 staff, but you could equally serve equivalent to you having 300 staff, that would be an interesting space for us. So that's something that we're trying to see how we can hopefully effectively materialize. It's a project. It's in the making. It's a work in progress. It's not something that I can clearly explain or share with you at the moment, because this is something that we're like hush about it, and we're trying to see if it's going to come together. But yeah, we would like to be a company that can scale. It's really hard to have like a long-term vision. All you do is pray and work hard and hope that it'll come together. We are taking it one step at a time. We see a lot of great things that can come together, but obviously there's a lot of factors that come into making a successful company. You could have all the ideas and a great vision, but there is certain factors that have to come together for you to be able to push it forward, So I think what I'd like it to be, I'd like our processes to be a lot better than where they are right now. I'd like to have very smart people around the company, passionate guys. We think that we should focus on quality, and we will continue to focus on quality and not quantity. I don't think we would want to be the biggest company in terms of the number of employees, but if we can do it, if we can be the biggest company in terms of serving customers, then that will be an interesting goal to achieve. Safety and security, you mean like Dubai?
Yes.
I mean, we alhamdulillah, one of the things, so when we do our overseas travel, when we talk about Dubai and why you should invest in Dubai, we always emphasize on the safety and security. Like, for example, in my house, the doors are open, although we have a guard dog, but it's not because of the dog.
Yes.
The house is always, we never lock it, or sometimes we forget locking it. All my cars are, we don't lock the cars. In fact, all the keys are in the car, whether it's my wife who wants to drive or the driver needs to take the car to go from A to B. It's just been a norm, really, that, we are living in such it's a blessing, actually. Dubai, UAE, the region, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, and I think we're blessed in terms of safety, security. When I travel, when my family is back home, I'm not worried. I know that they're in good hands. The community supports us, obviously, Dubai police and the rest. But alhamdulillah, I mean, it's one of the main attraction of why people choose to invest in Dubai. Obviously, there's other factors, but one of them is, safety and security. People relocate to this country because of that. They want to bring their families, they want to bring their loved ones, they want to be comfortable to wake up, after Fajr prayers and go for a jog and not worry that somebody will come and stab them, and some of the stories that you hear in other countries. But alhamdulillah, in that sense, I think it's really, really a blessing that we have this in Dubai. I think, obviously, the thank goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything. That's the first and foremost. But there's a lot of people that touch your life in a lot of different ways. I think if I just said, my parents, and whether it's, my father, my mother, or my in-laws, they've been very supportive morally in driving our lives and everything. But I think, there's a lot of people that have been, at the forefront of supporting us. But I think if there's one person that I would like to thank for where we're continuing to go, then it will be my wife, for sure. Because she's been with me through through thick and thin and sleepless nights, and all the worries, the good, the ugly, everything. She's been there. So alhamdulillah, I would like to thank her, and definitely I would like to thank her. And I owe I owe everything also to her as well. We're in Business Bay. We're in the Burj Khalifa district, as they call it. We're in Bayview Tower, in office 1404. You could always contact us. We're very much present on Instagram. We're reachable through emails. Our call center. You can also call us. You can get in touch with us through our website. So we're very much accessible.